It's incredibly rare that I ever do any sketches before I scratch build anything. In this case I have, because in this case I need to work out dimensions. Now what we've got here, you may or may not be able to tell from the pretty crappy drawing, is it's a diorama, a Doctor Who diorama. And the reason it's a Doctor Who diorama is I'm beginning to pick up a bit of a rogues gallery of the Eaglemoss Doctor Who figures. On a past video I've shown you my Morbius monster, which I had to repaint quite a bit. Please excuse the music coming in from outside. My Draconian Prince, who again had to have a fair bit of repainting because Eaglemoss, you know, lovely sculpts, shame about the paint job a lot of the time. And the last one I'd done, I think, in the last video was my destroyed Dalek. Okay, so they were the three, but since then I've added to it with the Dalek Supreme from Resurrection of the Daleks. He was easy to do. I just needed a paint in between his slats and his neck bit with gunmetal and touch up his balls, to get him done. And the Gunner Dalek, sorry, the Special Weapons Dalek, which I had great fun gunking up. All right, so yeah, there we go. I've got 5 and I've got plans for more. And I thought it'd be a nifty idea to actually display them. And I thought about having like a rogues gallery and have them all lined up 1 or 2 rows deep, and to make a set for them to go into. So this is my idea. I've just watched the special edition Power of the Daleks DVD, which has got me all fired up for 60s set design. So it's going to be something sort of like in that way. The first thing that I've done, and it's only very, very early stages, but I wanted to keep you up to date because I haven't been doing that just lately. What I've done here is, this is the base, all right, and what I've done is I've made a sort of like a trough. This is where the figures are going to go, and I've made that by having 1/2 centimetre thickness foam board, and then 2 to make 1 centimetre, because 1 centimetre is the thickness of an Eaglemoss base. And the idea is that when I put them in here, they go level with the top of this, so when seen from the front you don't see that that's actually standing in a trough. And I can put them in like this, you see. So yeah, so that's the idea. Oh, and the other thing that I'm doing is, it's a real shame that the Daleks don't come on a base. I mean, they are all, you know, in scale to one another, which is terrific, and that's part of the attraction for doing it. But they're not in scale to each other if the Dalek hasn't got a base, you know. He's shorter than he should be. So what I'm doing with all my Dalek ones is I'm getting a piece of old foam matting, and what I've done is I drew around one of these bases to make a template, and I scaled it up so a Dalek can actually fit on one. And so I've got a larger base for the Daleks, so they can stand alongside each other. All right, so that's the idea. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a set to put these guys in. As I say, this is the base. This is the start of it. This is the base. At the moment, I'm just making up side walls for either side. I'm thinking about putting in an archway. So, you know, if my collection becomes so immense that this 50 centimetre wide base isn't wide enough, I can put an extension on either side. So I'm thinking about putting an archway. I'm not just going to cut an archway because it will look like I've cut an archway out of foam board. I'm going to try and source some, you know, a plastic container lid, which would make a nice doorway. All right, so that's that. Oh, and the other thing is I've just found this was being chucked out, a lot of not quite nice, I think it's a photographic card, which has been, you know, had these squares cut out. So I might be using these for the back wall set dressing. Talking about set dressing, I've been raiding my bits box. That old ventilation grill, I think, might be making an appearance, or may not be putting that in somewhere. Got a really nifty, I can't remember what, there's some vegetables or something come in that, but that's pretty nice, isn't it? So that might be going in. Cartridge cases. But I want a centerpiece. Where's my drawing gone? I want a centerpiece, really, which I haven't drawn, but I thought it'd be nice to have a centerpiece. And I'm going to use this, which is looking very 60s, isn't it? You know, I think it was the top off of a leaf blower. It's got all these gubbins which I have to remove to make it nice and light. Speaking about lights, I might put lights in it. I might have lights coming through there, or I might have a red light strip going along the top, pointing down, give a bit of moody lighting. I don't know. Very, very early days, but like I say, I've been ignoring you lot just recently, so apologies for that, but I thought I would try and make up for it by getting in nice and quick on this one. So hopefully before long I'll have got the hot glue gun out and I will have progress.